because of the deficits in the cohesion policy.
Vielen Dank. Nächster Redner.
Thank you. Raffaele FITTO, 1.5 minutes.
Sì, grazie Presidente.
Thank you, President. I'd like to turn to the Commissioner and I'd like to make a couple of comments. You've been listening here in this hemicycle, just as happened during the committee meeting. You've seen full support by the Commissioners in order to get sufficient strength within the Commission and with the individual governments. The delays we've been mentioning are delays we need to work on very rapidly and very clearly, but we need clear answers either on the question of the funding for the 2014 budget, which may be moved on to 2015, and what about the 300 billion? How, to what effect, to what extent can this have a negative effect on the use of these resources? We need to know this. And lastly, I would also like to put a further request on the table, a very important one, because there are many resources that need to be spent. The possibility of having an effect on the Stability Pact for the co-funding quota, which I think is one of the reasons why many of these investments are not being put into practice. Let me put a final comment on the table. Speed and quality of expenses. That is fundamental. We need to work on this. We need to look at this very carefully, and we need to concentrate so that we can make the best possible use on resources for strategic structural development funds. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fitto. The next speaker, Mrs. Dăncilă.
Sie haben das Wort. 1 Minute.
1 minute. Commissioner, President, we all agree that the cohesion policy of the EU is one of the biggest impacting areas